Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. A very warm welcome to all of you in today's speaker series, Strengthening Women of Our Times, Her Own Way. Today we are discussing the topic, how women are making workplaces more dignified for themselves and their predecessors. And to speak on this topic, I have a very special guest. She's special because we both share the same alma mater. She says she has been working over 10, 12 years, but I know she has been working for a very long time. She has 10 years of banking experience, and currently she's heading a reputed bank as a product head. She's also a graduate of CBM, and that's why we both share the same alma mater. Please welcome Tazeen Jaffer. Assalamu alaikum, Tazeen. कैसी हैं आप?
Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my 2 cents on this topic. And absolutely, we've known each other a long time now because of CBM.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember at that time you were presiding one of the society LPSS, and I just came in, and it was a very short time. We both had to work together. I wish that you continue to preside more reputed institutions. But Tazeen, that may remind me of something. When I came in the society, I felt I didn't have much people to guide me उस वक्त आगे कैसे बढ़ा जाए, and to be in the position of Tazeen. And that's why I wanted to, and I'm sure ऐसा वो तो एक society थी, but workplaces में हम ये जरूर as a female जरूर face करते हैं कि हमें ऐसी guidance नहीं मिलती, और इस पे हम आगे भी बात करेंगे. लेकिन पहले तो मैं आपकी जर्नी जानना चाहती हूँ. 10 साल banking industry, कहा जाता है it's not a women friendly profession. Tell me about that.
It isn't, and things have changed in the last 10 years. It is now a lot more friendly to women profession than it was previously.
Okay.
बहुत काम हुआ है diversity inclusion के ऊपर in the last 10 years that I've been working in this industry. I've seen such amazing ladies reach all the way to the top. And it's an amazing thing that banking industry, along with I think that a lot of large corporates are also working towards it, are working on diversity and inclusion.
Yes.
And I think more small and medium businesses should also make this part of their corporate strategy, because आपकी आधी से ज़्यादा population औरतें हैं. Pakistan is 51-52% women.
Yeah.
And if you're going to keep the huge amount of population out of the corporate sector, I don't know how are we planning to grow like that. So everybody together can grow, and I'm very happy that I have been part of this sector. It wasn't easy as a female always, but it has been an amazing journey.
Great. You said that you have met amazing women, and that brought me to the question, ये amazing criteria आपने कैसे कहा? किस वजह से आपको खवातीन amazing लगी?
सबसे पहली चीज तो ये है कि आई थिंक जो खवातीन मुझे बहुत इंस्पायर किया, जिन्होंने I saw that they made their own choices, and they went and got what they wanted in their career, in their life path. And more importantly, they knew what it was that they're worth. Knowing your self-worth, I think, is the first step जो कोई भी successful औरत अपने लिए कर सकती है. That she should realize that I can actually be worth something.
Yes.
And if a woman is unable to understand that, then no matter how much I or you or anybody else tries and explains it to them, they might not really understand that.
Absolutely. Tazeen, this journey जो आपने की start की, and initially it must not have been very easy, like you said, and now things are getting easier. मुझे थोड़ा बताइए the challenges you must have gone through, and the decisions, the fights which you have fought. Let's talk about those also.
So I've had struggles, of course. I come from a humble background, so it wasn't easy, getting inroads to this career. But Allah Mia has been so kind to me, and I got the opportunities that I wanted, and I got some amazing leaders who led me towards where I am today. But there were challenges. Being a female, and I'm sure a lot of women are going to be able to connect with this. Being a female, when you get something, when you achieve something in the workplace, you get a promotion, you get an applaud. It's always thought that, ये तो लड़की है, इसको तो दे ही देना था. being a female, they think that maybe you didn't really deserve it and you got it because you're a woman. I think this is one of the biggest challenges. I feel that the women who have gone to the top in any area of the corporate structure or any industry have really worked their, really given it their all to get there. So, it's easy for people to say, okay, oh, this is because she's a female, so she got it. This was one big struggle that I've also faced, of course, people judging me. Other than that, of course, the fact that it is very competitive out there now. There are more and more, great schools opening up, great graduates coming out in the market. And people have this awareness now, women have this awareness now that we have to get somewhere in our career. So the struggles of, just a competitive world have also been there. So, I think that it has not been an easy journey, but, I still have a long way to go, inshallah ta'ala. And
absolutely. Tazeen, but one thing, I know a little bit about you also, coming from the same alma mater. So I also want to talk about the mindset. What should be the mindset of people? Because you mentioned your own humble background, and I'm pretty sure if you're coming from that background, things must not have been easier. It was again another hurdle which you had to cross, and then now you're making, mashallah, you're heading a product category that you mentioned. So things must not have been easier there also. So you had another hurdle to cross also. थोड़ा mindset पे बताइए मुझे, और जो आपके predecessors आ रहे हैं, जो ख़वातीन सोच रही हैं banking में आने में, sales में अभी तक sales has not become very friendly for females, and so उस पे थोड़ा बात करिए.
But absolutely, sales area ke andar to it is an extremely challenging environment for females. Of course, there's a lot of pressure for numbers. There is, of course, a lot of there are issues with communication, because obviously sales people tend to be a little more crude than you'd see back office people. And I think that what one person needs to really understand is that you have to keep dreaming. This gentleman I work with, he's a great leader. He keeps on saying this to us constantly, that if you stop dreaming, that's the end of it. At least keep dreaming, then you want to get somewhere, even if it may be completely far-fetched. I'm going to say something that people watching this will laugh at. When I was in college, Madam Shamshad Akhtar came. She was Governor State Bank at that time. She came for a convocation event, and I saw her, and I was shook. I was like, I want to be Governor State Bank. And I said this in a couple of my interviews, and I'll tell you that people, they like that you aspire something. It may be completely maybe not achievable in my lifetime. Maybe I might never get there, but people should dream. And they might maybe reach 60% of what they've dreamed of, maybe 50% of what they've dreamed of. So whatever background you come from, whether you're a female or a male, it's all about dreaming. You have to keep trying, and you have to keep dreaming that I'm going to become somebody somewhere in my lifetime.
Beautiful. Tazeen, when you entered this male-dominated, it must not have been an easy decision, but you saw Shamshad Akhtar, and then it might have changed it. But she was not there for you when you started your journey, right? So when it must be an overwhelming experience to work there, and to be. I'm sure you're a very confident woman, but thoda doubts hote hain jab hum start karte hain. No matter how many times you have done something, even if you dobara bhi isko karna jaye, to aapko thoda sa ek jitters hote hain. तो जब आप उस इंडस्ट्री में एंटर हुई और उस मेल डोमिनेटेड एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर, तो आपका क्या माइंड था, क्या आपकी सोच थी, और आपने किस तरह से अपने आप को आगे की तरफ बढ़ाया? You always took the step forward in the right direction.
I had my doubts. I started with sales in banking. I did 5 years of sales in banking in the employee banking section of the bank, and I had my doubts. But again, I had great line managers, I had great leaders, and people who encouraged me despite all the adversities that came my way. They encouraged me, and I think that was one point that I had been thinking I will discuss with you, is that it is the people around you that really can bring you up or put you down. And I think for our corporate culture to become more inclusive for women, it is important for the men to understand that their support really makes a difference to a woman's career. It does.
Absolutely.
Having an inclusive workplace where people understand the challenges a female has, because male's challenges are not the same as a female's challenges. She has to look after a household, she has to care for the people in the house, and she has to have a career. Please don't make her choose between the two. It should be something that she should be able to do both. And it is only possible if the male people in the workplace make it so for her.
You talk about exclusivity, right? You talk about inclusivity, sorry. तो जब आप आई होंगी तो इतनी तो फीमेल्स नहीं होंगी और फीमेल वर्क स्पेस इतना इंक्लूसिव भी नहीं होगा, तो कुछ तो आपको लगा होगा कि इसमें ऐसा हो तो बहुत बेहतर हो जाए, और या कुछ चेंजेस आपने भी की होंगी, तो उनके बारे में जरूर बताइए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, मैं जब सेल्स में आई थी तो आई वाज द ओनली फीमेल इन माय टीम फॉर अ गुड 2 years, and as we progressed, by my 5th year there were 4-5 females in the sales team, and ये होता था that females would come and go because it is difficult for a female to keep on doing sales, because there's a lot of movement. You have to go between cities, sometimes you have to go between Karachi city itself is so big that you have to go from one end to another. But over time there was an immense amount of improvement in terms of how many women were part of the team, and I think that was only possible because people in the organization understood this, that we need to have women, and we need to make the environment so that women come and join us.
Okay. What initiatives you have in mind? I'm not asking you to spell them out, but what are you doing to ensure that more women choose this field and they come into it, and it's slightly more easier than being it's as easy as opting for a medical and or other industries which are women friendly.
As an individual, as a team member of this bank that I work for, what I do is, at least I try that I should, if I have an opening for a position, I try and interview as many women as are interested in the position. I call out women to come and join us. And also, when I do have the opportunity to speak to somebody, maybe somebody within my workspace, a female, I like to bring awareness to them. Absolutely. And I think that more organizations and more corporate sector has to go out and give opportunity for education to underprivileged women, to women who are facing challenges coming to school. I think we need to focus on our educational sector as a industry. And secondly, as an individual, we need to bring out more women to come and join our teams and make the environment so that they want to join it.
Absolutely. Tazeen, it has become a global change that, we are talking about women empowerment and global and diversity and inclusion, but it's not something that should be, we are handing over to females on a plate, right? Despite that we have to go through cultural changes, societal issues, mindset का change होगा, लेकिन ख़वातीन को खुद भी क्या करना चाहिए? They should not feel like कि जी बस global diversity के अंदर, inclusion के अंदर हमें बस inclusive करना चाहिए, जैसे जो certain committees होती हैं उनमें ख़वातीन का होना लाज़मी है, and the merit has to, what I'm saying. So what should they do to be on the merit?
देखिए, the woman that has some power as an individual in their household or in their environment, in their personal environment, at least they should try and go out and be part of some kind of a corporate culture. I cannot speak much for women who are maybe struggling with any kind of empowerment within their household. Of course, they probably might not have the liberty of being part of anything, but at least women who have the support at home and who do not face any other challenges at home should go out, because I know females who try and they're comfortable in their own environment. They don't want to go out and they don't want to be part of a corporate environment, and they're comfortable. They don't want to leave their comfort zone. At least those women, to start with, should go out and should make a difference in the world, because the more women that come out and work, the more the culture in this country will change, the more the thought process of the society will change. If women keep on, being in their comfort zone and they'll say, I'm okay at home, I don't need to go out, it's okay, my husband makes so much money, I really don't need any work. Those are the women that can make the change right now. The women who are maybe, being forced to stay at home, we have to go out and help them and change the mindset of the people who they live with. And this can only be done by women who have the choice.
Absolutely correct. हम ये बात करते हैं वर्क कल्चर के अंदर कि ये जो मेन क्लब होता है और ये इनफॉर्मल मेंस क्लब होते हैं, स्पेशली जो सुट्टा ब्रेक्स होती हैं, इसमें बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट डिसीजंस लिए जाते हैं, बड़ी अमेजिंग नेटवर्किंग होती है. हम क्या कर सकते हैं टू फॉर्म अ फीमेल्स क्लब, अ वुमेन्स क्लब, लीडरशिप क्लब स्पेशली?
बहुत जबरदस्त एग्जांपल दिया आपने. I feel that a lot of important work talk happens over smoke breaks. And I faced it. I was in the sales team and I faced it. Not being part of those breaks would really, chaff away from your knowledge of what is happening in the office. You wouldn't have knowledge of what gossip is happening, because sometimes some of it is impacting everyone else in the workplace. So yes, that is true. What women can do is, and I feel that I see it in a lot of organizations now, that we're having a lot of sessions to create awareness for junior staff. There's a lot of awareness coming from senior members of the team, female senior members of organizations, who share their experiences and who create that inclusivity with their junior staff, so that the junior staff can understand what is happening in the organization as a whole. And of course, they might not be coming from their own department. Maybe talk from their own department might not be reaching them, but at least they will have a holistic view of what is happening in the organization. So that is something that every single organization should be doing. Do talks with your female staff. Have knowledgeable and informative conversations with them, so that they know that this is what our organization is doing for us right now, and this is how whatever they're doing is impacting me. So these are really important.
Absolutely, we have to start somewhere, and this is I think the best way to start off. Tazeen, आपने बात की उन अमेजिंग खवातीन की, तो उनको देखते हुए आपके नज़दीक हम, क्योंकि बहुत आजकल बात हो रही है ना एम्पावरमेंट के ऊपर, तो मैं पूछना चाहूँगी वेरी ब्रीफली, आप क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगी कि एम्पावरमेंट क्या है एंड हु आर दीज एम्पावर्ड वुमेन? So let's just talk about that and your message to the ladies out there.
I think empowerment is making your own decisions, and I think empowerment is being in control of your life. Okay. I'm not saying that every individual woman should just cut off from the rest of the members of the family who are male and make their decisions. No, the decisions have to be inclusive in the household, but a woman should know her self-worth. If she does not like a decision that is being taken, she should have a voice. She should be able to just, give her opinion that I'm not okay with this. Okay. You should know that you're worth something. Your life does not revolve around the male members of the family. The male members of the family are absolutely important, but don't just, take away from your own self when you're trying to make them happy. Be happy with them and let them be happy as well. And I think that, awareness and education. If our children are educated, if the female child is educated in this country, and if there is awareness in the females of every household, we can make a huge difference in this country.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Tazeen. You have been this is very inspiring. I wish we had more time and we could discuss more about it. But this is, I think for starters, this is great. And people like you, they are taking out time and they are actually speaking about it. That's wonderful. Honestly speaking, it is very, very motivating to see you out there as heading one of the categories in one of the banking sectors. I wish you be the president of many other prestigious institutions, and let's stay connected. And let's do such more sessions for females out there.
Thank you so much, Bisma. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you very much for watching the video. For more such videos, stay connected with us on our social media pages. like, share, and subscribe to Red International.